Good evening, one and all. It is now, as always, a pleasure for me to address you, and to again pledge my support and take out my running shoes as we gear up for the next general elections. Just a shade under 4 years ago, I decided to put my name forward as a candidate in the 2012 elections, and I did that mostly because I was not pleased with the trajectory that the country was heading in. Indeed, at that time we faced a country where our systems had crumbled around us, where our infrastructure was crumbling around us, and where everything that we knew and held dear was crumbling around us. It was for that reason that I decided, together with my colleagues in the 2012 elections, to see what I could do in order to bring some solutions, homegrown TCI solutions to the problems that the Turks and Caicos Islands face. I believe that over the last 3 years and 8 months, we have done just that. Yes, sir. I am proud of the accomplishments that I have been able to make, certainly in my constituency of Middle Caicos and North Caicos, and I would take this opportunity to thank them for the opportunity that they gave me to serve all our people. I am confident, though, that the progress that we have made, whether it was an increase in the minimum wage, whether it was turning around the economy as we did, whether it was new investment in new schools and new investment in new infrastructure such as roads and airports in these islands in this time, I believe that the work that we have started out doing in 2012 is yet to be completed. That's right. And that is why I am again putting my name forward as a candidate to represent not only North and Middle Caicos this time, but to represent the entire Turks and Caicos Islands. My desire to run as an all-island candidate in no way takes away from my commitment to the people of Middle Caicos and North Caicos. No, what it does instead is that it opens up opportunities for others, such as Mr. Mark Fulford, a bright and brilliant and ambitious young man who has chosen to step forward. And it is because of the renewing, if you will, of the injection of fresh energy and new blood into the political life of this country, that I am sure that with people like Mark, that the future of this country is solid. And so I look forward to taking on the task over the next several months, running as an at-large candidate and winning. And I look forward for the opportunity. To working again in the House of Assembly, if not the Cabinet, for the betterment of all our people, as we continue to grow our country from strength to strength. I thank you very much.
PNPs, how you feeling? Listen, I am so excited. I don't know what to do with myself. I really don't know what to do with myself. I am just so excited. I think if we had to vote tonight, it was over. What do y'all thought? Huh? Y'all think it was over? I think it was over. You know, I am so grateful to God that He allowed me the opportunity to serve the people of the Bight constituency over the last 4 years. You know, I never thought that I would be given this opportunity, but I am grateful as well to the PNP party for allowing me to be the standard bearer again one more time. I listened very keenly to my colleagues who came before me, and I listened very keenly to some of the new candidates that came. And I want to let you all know that of the 10 constituencies that we have, break it to them easy, Ruth, break it to them easy, right? The Bight is the best constituency in the Turks and Caicos. And you might as well agree with me. You might as well agree with me because we are the tourism capital of the Turks and Caicos Islands. And we have been so for many years, and we will continue to be so. And not that we're trying to spread any prejudice or anything to the rest of our other constituencies, but you know, as a little girl coming up in the Bight, we were the supplier of what I call life. And we were not ashamed, or we didn't mind doing so, because I remember as a little girl, that's right. I'll tell you what the supply of life was, water. We supplied water to the island of Providenciales. And that's right, we're still doing it again, we're still doing it. But anyway, but you know, growing up as a little girl, my grandmother would say, you have to go to the well now to bring that water. And I used to get beaten, and I didn't mind getting beaten, you know. And let me tell you, over the last 3.5 years, I got beaten, but I didn't mind getting beaten because I was representing the constituency that supplies this country, the Turks and Caicos Islands, with life. That's right. When I came to office, or when I campaigned 4 years ago, I said that I was going to do 4 things. And the 4 things that I said I was going to do was rebuild our communities. And I want to tell this PNP party that I did that. I said that I would partner for investment. I said that I would foster entrepreneurship. And I said I would preserve our environment. And I am happy to report that we were able to secure for the Bight communities multi-recreational center that I heard the other side talking about, and they would be able to talk about because I shared it with them. They were on my team 4 years ago. We were able to secure 12.45 acres of land to build that multi-recreational center. My colleague who came before me from Electoral District 5 talked about the new high school. I want to report that under my being the standard bearer for the Bight, we were able to secure $6 million in infrastructure and new development in the Bight. And I will name them for you. We have a high school that's located in the Bight, the Long Bay High School. We have a high school that's in the Bight. We also have, that's all right, it's okay, but we work in partnership together. We support each other. We also have, over there, we had Beachers to invest over $1.5 million into our community by upgrading our craft market. Also, they also purchased additional parking for our beach access. And we are so proud to be able to have that because everyone likes to come to the world's #1 beach, of course. And in addition to that, they not only just did that, but they also provided education and awareness on keeping our communities clean. I said my last thing was preserving our environment. And I want to thank Ms. Monet Collymore, who's no longer there. And she's working at another institution. But she was very instrumental in helping us, along with the Department of Public Environmental Health. They were very instrumental in making sure that the residents of the Bight were educated on how to keep their communities clean. And of course, we saw persons being employed. We will not get left out, as I heard some of my colleague on the other side, my family, my good friend, saying, we will not get left out. We will see coming to the Bight very shortly a 12-story hotel. We will see coming to the Bight very shortly maybe another 2 hotels. You know, in addition to the 12-story hotel. You know, it is the Bight. The Bight is right. The Bight is right. So, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much for allowing me to be the standard bearer again for these next 4 years. We will also see coming to the Bight, not in our very near future, not too distant future, we will be breaking ground on a fish fry and cultural village. We will have that coming to the Bight. And some of you will look at me and say, well, guess what? That's entrepreneurial opportunities for people of the Bight and indeed the Turks and Caicos Islands. Before I leave this podium, I want to say thank you to the leader, the Honorable Dr. Rufus Ewing. My premier, our premier, trusted me with 3 different ministries. 3 different ministries. And every time he moved me, I grew. But in each one of them, I learned and I grew. And I want to say that in the year 15-16, in the year 14-15, we were number 1. We won number 1 island on the island of Providenciales, and we won number 1 beach twice. We did it with TripAdvisor, and we did it with Global Travel Awards. So I want to thank you. I want to thank my team who has supported me over the last 4 years. I want to thank my family, my mother who is here, and she is indeed the standard bearer of the Bight. She is the standard bearer of the Bight. I want to thank her. I want to thank, of course, my King Yellow. There you go. Because without him, I don't know where I would be. But I want to say thank you very much, and go PNP! PNP! And the largest, and the best, with the most wonderful people in the Turks and Caicos. Cheshire Hall and Richmond Hill! I can tell you, I can see some of my supporters here. I mean, when you talk about business, all qualities, they're in Cheshire Hall. I want to thank God for allowing me to be here this evening. And I want to say, most of all, I want to thank the constituents, my constituents, for their invaluable support. I want to thank you for having the confidence in me, sending me forward to champion your cause. I want to thank my party for also believing in me. And I can tell you, I gotta say I have the best constituency. You know how many times these people elected me? That's why I have to fight. You know, most people refer to me as the quiet one. But I can tell you there's nothing quiet about me. I fight the right time. Now between Honorable George and myself, I don't know who's number 1 in fighting. But I'll leave that up to my colleague. I just want to give you a glimpse into a few of the things that this quiet woman was able to accomplish. The first thing I did coming to office in 2012, during my campaign, door to door, I met a young man who had a job at a certain resort, a particular resort. And he had a minor offense. And they asked for a police record, and he was let go of his job. So I agitated. I went to the premier and I said, we have to do this rehabilitative offenders bill. And that allows persons with persons who commit petty offenses, you can now have access to a police record. Persons who don't know that, sometimes you go to the police station, they may not tell you. But that is what this PNP government has done. My next question, the Juvenile Center in Grand Turk. I remember the sad story of an 11-year-old boy being remanded to prison in Grand Turk. I faced many obstacles. They objected to the Juvenile Center on the Ridge. I could have understand that because, you know, upscale resident, you wouldn't want a juvenile because most people refer to it as a prison. But it's simply a safe home for delinquent, you know, underage teenagers. So I fought the fight and I built the Juvenile Center. It's in South Baxter Lane in Grand Turk. On coming into, I was then handed the responsibility of Minister of Environment and Home Affairs, the taxi drivers. I got an increase in tax for the taxi drivers. They haven't had it in so many years. Some of them said up to 18 years. There were also a stipulation on age. I was able to remove that. So taxi drivers can now go ahead and work once they can produce a clean bill of health. You can go ahead and work as long as you want to because, you know, some people age differently. You might have somebody who's 35 years old and look 50. You might have someone who's 50 and look 35. And most of all, what gave me that drive, there were persons who solely depended on that as their job, their means of income. So I had to fight for that. Then we talk about road work. When Glass Shack became my constituency, Richmond Hill, the first time it was 2012, the roads were in such bad state. Residents were taking buckets of curry and pouring it into the roads themselves. I promised them that I would get you roads. Yeah. Now you can drive on I-95. Yeah. Even though the naysayers, because there has been a little delay in, you know, completing the works in Glass Shack. There was some technical difficulty, but that should be up and running within another 2 weeks. Yes. Then we come to Q-Town. Q-Town, there's a park that I'm building there. Yes, it's been a while, but slow and steady wins the race. At Q-Town, your roads are coming shortly after Glass Shack, yes, when we will be dealing with the problem to help to alleviate the congestion going in and out of Blue Hills. Right. So that will be connected to the Q-Town. And I must say, I had touched everywhere. Over Dockyard, no longer than this week. And we're building roads. Oh, how can I forget the Lighthouse Road in Grand Turk? And the list goes on and on. So I don't want to take up much of your time, but I just want you to have a glimpse of what this quiet lady has been doing. Over the past years, it has been my pleasure working with you, my constituents. And although we have achieved a lot together, however, there's still a lot more to be accomplished. I know I could not have done it without you. I am your champion, and I am proud to be your champion. And with that said, I am once again offering myself to be your gracious, devoted champion. And I pledge to you my unyielding support as your candidate for the upcoming general election.
Blue Hills in the house. When we finish with Blue Hills, it's gonna be raining yellow. Raining yellow. Under stars in the sky. for people. A purpose for community development and nation building. Together, we can. Oh, yes, we can. We can achieve anything that we put our minds to. It is an esteemed honor and privilege to be given the opportunity by you, the people of Blue Hills, to lead the fight for a greater and better community. I come with an agenda to transform our community, transform it spiritually, physically, mentally, and socially. I stand on the premise of fighting the social ills that plagues our society. My mandate is to ensure that families are given the necessary help to raise our future leaders. That there is improvement to the physical and the academic structure of our education system with special, and I say special attention to persons with special needs. Friends, I come to ensure you that we are a community of togetherness, and we need to play our part in ensuring that we keep the beautiful by nature Turks and Caicos clean and pristine. I will push the beautification agenda of the boardwalk, which will be in the most beautiful settlement of Providenciales. Yes, Blue Hills. It is the most beautiful settlement. So brag all you want. Blue Hills. Yes, Blue Hills is where the heart of the people is, the heartbeat of the Turks and Caicos. I have stepped forward to lead the fight against crime in our communities. And with you, Blue Hills, on my side, I know together we can. Together, we can make a difference in the lives of our people. We can make a difference in the physical features of our community. We can make a difference in the development of young minds. Because with Christ in the vessel, we can smile at the storm. For we know whom we are and whose we are. PNPs, Blue Hills, Turks and Caicos, together we can. I say that this Blue Hills community, in this next election, we will be singing yellow from morning till night. And if you want to see it starting now, I am here to invite you to my launch, our Blue Hills launch, on Monday down at the Fuller and Clementina Walk-in Park, starting at 10 a.m. Just come on down, PNPs, bring your friends, bring your PDM friends, your PDA friends, bring everybody, because they'll be coming by wheelchair, they can be coming by train, they can be coming from everywhere, left, right, and center. I can tell you, the young people of Blue Hills will be going where? I can tell you, the young people of Blue Hills have already signed off. They said, if we could vote right now, say do it, and do it now. That's what my young people are telling me. And I will not let you down. Trust me, I have a dynamic team behind me. A dynamic team behind me. And right here now, just wave your hands, Blue Hills, Blue Hills team. We have resources in Blue Hills. when PNP finish in Blue Hills, we are going to be the envy of the Turks and Caicos. The envy of the Turks and Caicos. So tell your friends that there is one woman coming to them with a passion for people and with a purpose to build young lives and build a nation. Because when passion meets purpose, it can be explosive. PNP!
For the 5 Keys Electoral District 9. I am happy, and you know everybody else boasts about which constituency will be the best. I promise you, in the same way I made Enoch Capron Primary School the school to envy, 89 will be the envy of the Turks and Caicos Islands. You know what? I am proud of 5 Keys ED9. They say, be careful now, because you know it incorporates just 5 keys. I am proud of them, because you know what? They named me before I gave my name in. And you know why? They are a people who know what they want. And when they know what they want, they fight hard to get it. And here I am today, standing bold as the candidate for ED9. They say, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. And the protocol having already been established, as you know by now, my name is the dynamic Rachel Taylor. I hail from the island of South Caicos. However, I have lived in the constituency of ED9 for 20 years. So guess what? I am no newcomer. I thank the Almighty God for this great opportunity to be nominated as the candidate for my people. I thank God that I will have the opportunity to be an even greater servant to the people, and by a greater extension, the people of the Turks and Caicos Islands. As the representative for my constituency, I would put forth my greatest effort to promote and enhance the well-being of my people, tapping into their talents and skills and providing them with better opportunities through education, the creation of jobs, better investment opportunities, improvement of skills, and the overall improvement in infrastructure of those people in the ED9 constituency. Let me say, I have been working even before I submitted that letter. And let me tell you something. I am so happy that there are so many young people within ED9 who are not looking for handouts, but just looking for opportunities to enhance themselves. You know what they said? Miss Taylor, we're not asking you to give us anything, any money. And you know, I was like, oh, this is good, because these are young people with visions. Wow. They said, I just want someone to steer me in the right direction. And there you have it, your representative, who will be your mentor as we continue to instill growth within the young people of ED9. My passion has always been children and youth. I will do all that is within my power to ensure that our young people are provided with greater opportunities that promotes themselves educationally, emotionally, and socially through our careful planning that will allow them to become productive citizens of this Turks and Caicos Islands. Yes. The greatest asset any country can boast of is its people. I will ensure that I listen carefully and attentively to their needs. That's right. I will not be that leader who sit down and decide to write what I want. Instead, it will be what the people of ED9 want. I will be the restoration of hope. PNP is a progressive party with leaders who are dedicated to progress. That's why I joined your team. I promise as the representative for ED9 to continue my community and to continue my effort because I believe in commitment to community and I believe in dedication to progress. I want you to understand that I will be true representation. I will be your voice. That I will echo your concerns. And you know what? I will continue to be your humble servant. I take this opportunity to thank the people of ED9 who have assisted in molding me into the person that I am today. It was you, ED9, who toiled with me during my 20 years of teaching and being a principal in ED9. This bold step that I'm embarking upon, I owe it to you. That's right. I ask you to go to the polls and vote Rachel Taylor next to the shelf. A vote for Rachel Taylor is a vote for true representation. Honesty, trustworthiness, dedication, sincerity, and a true voice that will make a difference to bring about change. I am running not to be something, but rather to do something. Rachel Taylor, a lady who is committed to community and dedicated to progress. And you know what? I was so fascinated when I heard the people in my community whispering and saying, vote for Miss Taylor. When she finished with 5 keys, she looked like New York. And I wonder, and they say, you know what? We indeed will be the envy. People will be calling and saying, any apartments in 5 keys? Any apartments anywhere in ED9? Because I promise you, with my hard work, dedication, and determination, indeed, 5 keys, Dr. Rufus, will get what it deserves.